Hello, everybody. Welcome to Season 3 of One Man Murder Maze, The Caverns of Jef. Anyway, we are now doing the show in conjunction with Gen Con and their Twitch stream. So thanks to them, or them, depending. And also, we had a couple little camera issues while doing the show, but if you're listening audio, doesn't matter. So anyway, enjoy!
Is that one? Are we in? Whoa! Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is One Man Murder Maze. Rikki and I were in the middle of talking about Warhammer.
A deep, important conversation.
A deep, important conversation about Warhammer and how its origin is in Michael Moorcock. It's Moorcock, not less. And okay, Rikki, you were telling me about who is the guy who's got the eye of the god?
Corum.
Corum. Yeah. Okay.
Corum has the eye of a god. Inserted into his eyeball. I can't remember how it happens, but it's something that happens to you when you get to a certain age. Mm-hmm. And when he lifts up the eye patch, he has to have an eye patch over it, a special magical eye patch.
Well,
he sees into the realm of the dead, and he pulls the last dead army that he killed. I lost my camera.
No, Rikki, come back. Ricky's back. Okay, that was the land of the dead taking its revenge. Don't take their name in vain again. All right, moving on. So
the dead army comes out, destroys the army that's facing him right now, and then they pull them in and replace them.
And then when he opens it again, it's the army that he last sucked in.
Yeah.
That then comes
and they're always like, "Oh, please let us go and kill for you," like that.
Now, okay, so here's my question: if you're an army and you get sucked into this guy's eye against your will, basically,
right? Yeah.
And this guy
they kill you. They drag your dead body.
Right. And this guy kills you again. Right. He opens it. All right, go and kill for me. Aren't you at that point no, screw you. I've been sitting in your goddamn eyeball for I don't know how long.
You don't have any will.
No, I'm not compelled. I'm like, the hell with you.
There's contracts. There's a contract. The second it happens, you're forced into a contract.
I have to sign something?
Yeah, you have to sign the second you're killed and dragged into the guy's eyeball. You're like, "Oh, sign this paperwork, please." And
there are pens in the eyeball?
Sure. I mean, there's a dimension. I imagine there's an entire dimension, land of the dead. There must have their own, paperwork.
Okay. No. The answer is no. I'm not signing that. You'll be calling my attorney. Marcus, why don't we just roll the credits? How about that?
Tell me why, I'm still stuck in this place. All the violence, it's just a one-man murder maze. I reappraise my ways, I put my favorite place in a blazing haze. And I'll end my days in this one-man murder maze. Let me rephrase. These are the days in a one-man murder maze. Man, murder maze, man, murder maze.
Hello.
Hooray,
everybody. Welcome to One Man Murder Maze. Thank you for joining us on the Gen Con channel.
Yes, it's nice to be here.
Nice to be here. This is the D&D podcast for people who don't like parties. Don't
get invited to them.
Either. It is myself, the player, Eric Trueheart, cartoon writer, and Rikki Simons, the DM.
Yes, voice actor and artist, writer-y person. I've worked with Eric.
Yeah, years ago on Invader Zim. Yeah. And we've known each other ever since. And now we're doing this. This is season 3 of One Man Murder Maze. Season 3 is entitled The Caverns of Jef.
Of Jef, yeah.
Remember, Jef rides a pale horse.
These are Jeff's with one F. Jef with one F.
Jef comes to us all.
Yeah.
And traditionally, so just to give you, I'll let Rikki update you in a second, but it is the adventures of Horkhauser, reverse burglar. And Horkhauser's job, he's an indentured servant, and his job basically is to return artifacts from museums to their rightful temples. It's sort of the opposite of Indiana Jones in the third movie.
Right.
We'll get to that in a minute. So, and is there anything else we need to know really quick before we do the thing?
I think you're gonna do your drink.
Yeah. What? Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, and hi, chat room. Tiger Thames is here. Best kind of I drink. Oh, that's good. Drink says best kind of worst. If you want to know, so once a week, if you watched our show before, if you haven't, shame on you. But if you've watched our show before, every episode I do a new cocktail to drink, and this one, since we're broadcasting afternoon, is called Death in the Afternoon. And basically it's shockingly simple. It is 1.5 ounces of absinthe, and then you fill the rest of the glass with sparkling wine, champagne, whatever. I do not recommend a dry champagne. Cough syrup, you don't. You can if you want to carbonate cough syrup. I can't stop you. And this was originally allegedly invented by Ernest Hemingway, based off his same book.
A drinker.
Oh no, he was stone cold sober all the time. Oh wait, no, it was a horrible alcoholic who drank himself to death. But you know, he made it cool. And I have to say, if you like absinthe, this is a really good drink. And if you don't like absinthe, you will not like this at all.
I like absinthe.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm having.
But you might like this, and you'll notice it gets this cloudy white. Science fact. So all the stuff, all the particulates, all the herbals and whatnot inside absinthe. This is fascinating to everyone who's waiting for us to kill orcs. But it suspends an alcohol very clearly. But when it hits water, of which sparkling wine is way more water than absinthe is, it drops out of that little solution and becomes particulature in the thing, which turns it cloudy. This sort of cloudy green color. So this cloudy green is the color of death, or pus, perhaps.
You're like a booze doctor.
Who, me?
Yeah, like the booze.
I consider myself. I have a doctorate in booze amateurism.
A boozitarian.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, I hope I'm not a boozitarian. That would not bode well for my future. But yeah, I'll take that. I'm a boozitarian. So if you want to drink one of this at home, I should have given you the recipe way before this. But I guess if you want the recipe, all you have to do is do command drink in the chat, and it'll come up for you. That's thanks to nice. Marcus Mays, our man in the booth.
Yay, Marcus.
He's very competent, and we like him despite his obvious personal problems.
We can hear him in our minds.
But he's really a good guy. Don't judge him on any of that. Did my camera just go out?
No,
yeah, it did.
No, you're frozen. Yeah.
All right. Well, you keep talking, Rikki. You explain to everyone why I try to get this working again.
Poor Eric. He's like a potato lost in a puddle of potatoes. Mm-hmm. So this is One Man Murder Maze, the D&D game where I throw Eric's character Horkhauser into situations that usually require a party. We started this during the pandemic, so this was the easiest way to do it. But also, the name was catchy. So
definitely.
Yeah. So what we've done so far is we've had 2 other seasons. In the first season, Horkhauser had to return a magical dinner plate to a restaurant and a museum located deep within a were you coming back there, Eric?
Yeah,
Very
just
nice.
ignore me.
Floating
Ignore
around.
me. This is perfect.
Like
this is exactly what's supposed to be happening right now.
Doctor Who dream or something.
Yep, went out again. Keep talking.
Oh, now you're frozen. Yeah.
Yep. Keep talking.
So he returned the dinner plate to the restaurant, which saved the city of his city of origin, which is Frogmarch Greenport. Now, I should tell you about the world. The world is called Phaeopion. It is basically a verdant crater on the back of a larger world that looks like a sleeping raven.
Jeebus.
Yeah. But we're dealing with Phaeopion, the verdant crater where everything takes place. It is mostly a giant ocean archipelago of different nations, and one of those nations is the human city city-state of Frogmarch Greenport, which originally was a city owned by the Fae and Sylvan creatures who had kidnapped human beings thousands of years prior and enslaved them magically.
This is kind of creepy. I'm going to be honest with you.
I know. Yeah, but after a while, the humans realized what was happening to them. They came out of their trance and they defeated the hobgoblins and other Fae creatures that were keeping them there. And they took over the city. The city was originally a maze, sort of like the movie Labyrinth, very just vast. There's a castle in the middle. And now the maze is flooded and everybody lives up on top of the maze. So it looks like a vast Venice sort of placey thing.
So like the Italian Venice, not like Venice Beach in Los Angeles.
No, there's no. I mean, there's probably like a Muscle Beach somewhere in on the middle of all this.
All right, fair enough.
Why not?
Your universe. Yeah.
And let me find the right character sheet here for. Okay, so wow, what we have is so Horkhauser works for a guy named Lovelace Panopoulos, who is a Mydalfawn. Mydalfawns basically look like satyrs with different types of animal heads. In this case, Lovelace has a sort of a cat-like head with antlers. Anyways, he runs the museum in the university that employs Horkhauser against his will.
Mm-hmm. He's an indentured servant.
Indentured servant, yeah, to our friend Lovelace. They have a nice relationship. Lovelace sends Horkhauser out on jobs that he doesn't want to do. The last job, though, you did willingly because it was to aid your ex-girlfriend, Melanie, retrieve her giant 200-foot tall cow from the Myrtle March. And you did that. You made there's Bruce. You see Bruce at your feet.
Yeah, no, it's not working. Here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're just gonna use the built-in webcam.
Okay.
My big expensive Sony cam is just a load of garbage. So yeah.
That's good that you purchased that then.
Yeah, I know. Good thing. Keep talking.
Okay. So anyways, so we've had 2 quests finished so far. The first was Return the Dinner Plate, which you can check out at our YouTube or our Apple podcast. That was 14 episodes. Or you could check out the second season where this is 6 episodes. Also, same location. Go to onemanmurdermaze.com and you can watch or listen to Horkhauser fight some gremlins in order to save a giant 200-foot tall cow from walking into a magical volcano.
Like you do.
Yep. But now, since that adventure has ended, after you made enemies with a hag and her human minions, you have been trying to get back to Frog March Greenport from the city that you were in, which is the Mydalfawn city of Clovenmore. So you took the easiest way back. You used the teleporter troll.
Right. Now let's to give people a little context here, because these are, it's a lot of names. I don't even remember them, and I shouldn't tell you that. But so the teleporter troll, it's sort of like fast travel in a video game. You ever played Skyrim? You get the map and you go fast travel. Oh, I'm now gonna go from Dawnstar to Solitude in a matter of moments. And you wonder, well, how does that actually happen? Well, in this world, this is how it happens. There's a troll who
you go to a designated licensed center. It's basically a teleporter area, but then in this case it summons an ethereal troll that basically hikes you underneath its arm like a football, and then runs at just the speed of light across the world, and then spikes you into the ground. Now in this case, you had your ticket. You said goodbye to Melanie. You traveled through the swampish city of Clovenmore down to the center. You gave your ticket to the Mydalfawn deer-like antlered rabbit person who was presiding there, and you handed in your ticket. You waited. The troll appeared. He went, grabbed you, chucked you under his arm, and then suddenly you're used to this. It's terrifying, but then for some reason he stopped about 30 miles out of Greenport, and stopped in an unknown forest, and then spiked you down, and then looked around and goes, "Sorry, on strike," and then he vanishes.
What? Wait, my transport troll is on strike.
He's on strike, yeah. Apparently the troll, this happened before. Sometimes the transport troll union goes on strike. Unfortunately, you didn't finish your journey before that. He got
no, I did not. Yeah. And if you and for those of you unfamiliar, Horkhauser, which is my character's name, who is a druid, level 6 druid, he kind of got hijacked. He was year 8 of a 3-year druid program at druid school, and he got hijacked and he got basically taken into indentured servitude. Life does not go well for Horkhauser. Horkhauser, he's got sort of a big red bushy beard, a big red hair, and he looks just like a world weary son of a bitch, weary beyond his years, because stuff like this happens to Horkhauser all the time. Horkhauser, if he had a philosophy of life, it's, the Buddhists say life is suffering.
Yeah.
He just says life is disappointment, or irritation, one or the other, or annoying, or that's three, one of them. So wait a minute, what you're saying though is I'm now stuck in the middle of the forest.
About 30 miles away from your destination.
Okay.
You are on the landmass, the island that contains Frog March Greenport, but you are sort of up in the hills. You can actually see the city way, like the very edge of it, way in the distance, because that city is so massive. You can sort of see the skyline disappearing into the haze. But you are definitely up in the hills. You are surrounded by trees. When you come to a clearing, you can look down the hill and you can see that you could estimate about 30 miles away. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Do I want to go back? I ask myself. I know that my boss, Loveless, who I can't stand, is back there. Man,
you would get a bounty put on you for breaking your indentured, contract if you didn't come back eventually.
I'll go back then. I don't really want to be bountied. Yeah. I don't want to be bountied.
So you can travel between, if you go slow, you can travel on foot about 15 miles a day, because it's kind of semi-rough terrain.
Is there no roads? There's no.
You find a road, like you spend like the first half a day just going downhill till you do find a road finally. It's not a paved road. It's a rough and dirty dirt road. But you did find a sign that says, that points this direction. It says, Frog March, this way.
Frog March this way. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess there are no hitchhikers here, are there?
No, you don't see any like stagecoaches or anything like that.
Okay.
It's just mostly on foot, so it's probably gonna take you another day to get there. Yeah.
Fine. I'll make that face. Fine. Well, typical. Horkhauser's just got to get to be alone with his thoughts for another day,
right?
Which is not something he likes to be alone with.
Yeah.
So,
You walk on until night. Then you walk on until night, and then you start to get more weary and tired. And
right.
It's probably
like you do.
Going to be time to camp down soon, especially since you're starting to hear some of the strange growls and cries of creatures in the distance.
Okay. Well, I'm going to. So I have the pipe.
Yes.
And if you just hear a random ass person me say, "Pipe," I have the pipe. You may not really know what that means, but it's the pipe of the grove, right? Is that the official name?
Yes.
Yeah, the pipe of the grove is a magic pipe that if I use the pipe weed of the grove, and Horkhauser is really familiar with pipe weed from his college days, I have to say. If I use the pipe weed of the grove, it transports me to a little magical, what would you call it? Oasis?
It's like a pocket dimension that just contains a glade with a fire, a campfire. And this is all at, this is a glade owned by the mushroom god, Viralgo Croak.
Viralgo Croak, who is a frog-looking mushroom god. If I recall
bottom half of a chicken, top half of a frog. And
that's messed up.
When you look down into the pipe, you will always see him in there, sitting in a barrel of water, with his little chicken legs dangling over the side. He's like before you apparently stuffing the pipe full of pipe weed, it just sort of vanishes, and then you light it, and then it works. But you still see him when you look down into the pipe each time, and he just says, "Hello."
Which is always a little awkward considering I'm about to just stuff a bunch of down onto his face.
Time for warm.
Yeah, he really appreciates the warm, doesn't he? All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna stuff the pipe weed in. We're gonna light up the thing as I hear the wolves closing in. Basically, I have two choices. One, stuff some weed onto a half frog, half chicken god.
Yeah.
Or get eaten by wolves. So I'm.
What you got to do?
Going to.
It's the magic of D&D.
You know what? I believe in always finding the third solution. So no, I'm gonna light the pipe. I'm gonna go to my thing. No, I don't.
This is when you just streak all the way there.
Yes, I take off my clothes, figuring I will upset the wolves.
The wolves
will
like,
not.
Whoa,
No.
whoa,
No.
Okay, so you light the pipe, and that old familiar thing happens, where basically darkness starts to close around you, and you just sort of like move without moving. So you're like, and you're suddenly at the campfire. You're surrounded by the trees. I always forget what you call the skinny white trees.
Poplars. No, I don't know. Are they poplars?
Birch trees.
Birch trees. All right.
You're surrounded by a woodland of birch trees.
Question?
You can't really.
Question.
Yes.
Are there poplars?
There are poplars, yeah, but just not in this glade. These are birch trees.
Oh, I meant in here. I didn't just like in general. Like, are there poplars?
No.
Like, are they real? Did I imagine them?
I'm pretty sure that's a real tree.
Okay. All right. Cool. No, I knew that, but okay. All right. No, never mind. You know what? My bad. I've derailed the entire thing. So we're in the birch. We're in the birch grove.
Before.
No, it's never happened before. We're usually so on point. Yeah. So okay, in the grove, the beautiful birch trees, the stars overhead, and a campfire.
Yeah. So you're like, okay, I guess this is where we're gonna be today. And you see the campfire. You put out down your sleeping bag, all that sort of thing. You lay Viralgo's pipe nearby. You see the little door on one of the bottom of the trees that goes into the other pocket dimension. Where the ghost horses live. Because within this pocket dimension, this magical grove, there is a magical tree with a magical door that goes into yet another pocket dimension. Right. And as you're thinking about that, you're going to relax, you're getting ready to go to sleep. Suddenly, a green shimmer appears before you, and it's that old familiar horse head of Clyde the ghost horse. Suddenly, he just rises up before you, goes,
"Oh no!
Hey, Horkhauser, how's it going?" Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, a couple of things. One, I just noticed somebody in chat asks what kind of martini this is. And Marcus, you can tell them how to find the drink. It's like command drink. It's not a martini. It's a death in the afternoon. I know. Two. Okay, so horse, what's his name again? Clyde. I've repressed it from my mind because for a while Clyde was and it's street hopping on people just walking in, but Clyde in the past was charged with giving Horkhauser a nightly curse. Yes, because you had found the scimitar, Distortia, which is still your scimitar. Anybody who touches these items built by the magical guy, Busby Burby, basically get cursed if they use these items without his permission. Right. So you did that, and now, but you solved that problem. You found the thing that was cursing you, and now you're friends with Clyde. Yeah, and so for those just tuning in who don't want to have to catch up on the lore, you can check out our old podcast. But long story short, Clyde, ghost horse, Horkhauser's a little afraid of him because always bad stuff has in the past happened. Right. Even though now in theory everything's cool. Yeah. So he appears now. Goes, hey Horkhauser, let's go. Clyde. Fine. So you remember when this is awkward. You remember when you came in and you saved all of us ghost horses from having to work the call lines and curse all these people all the time, but you destroyed the magical filing cabinet that had all our contracts. Yeah, I remember that. And that released you from me cursing you every night. Wasn't that cool? That was pretty good, huh? That was cool. I really am happy that you don't curse me every night anymore. So, you kind of it kind of seemed like you kind of liked cursing me. No. I mean, I had to look. It was part of the job. I had to look menacing and everything, like that. Yeah, ghost horse. Anyways, about that. There was apparently another filing cabinet that we didn't know about, and so we're not really released from our. We haven't found it yet. We're gonna find it. Maybe you can destroy that one too. But anyways,
gotta curse you. Sorry.
No.
I'm really sorry. I gotta curse
you. You're not. No. You don't have to curse me. No. You have free will. You totally have free will, Clive. You don't have to do this. You can quit your job. You do not have to curse me every night, Clive. You are a horse with agency.
You don't quit your job.
I am.
Why don't you quit your job, huh? Why don't you quit your job?
Would you quit your job and I'll quit my job? How about that? How about that?
How about you quit yours?
Because if I quit my job, I'm going to get hunted down and killed. And you're already a ghost. They can't kill a ghost. So quit your job. Don't curse me.
Sorry. Anyways, trumpet. And then
what?
As soon as he says trumpet, you hear in the distance a trumpet playing, like smooth jazz trumpet. Just.
Oh my God!
I went for the lowest level I could find. Anyways,
by the way, I have to. Rikki, did you roll for that?
I did.
Is this like a Kenny G type trumpet? Is this like a
yeah?
Was he trumpet or sax? Kenny G.
I think
I don't remember.
Is sax.
Okay.
I forget who is the trumpet guy that there's that album where he's like loving his trumpet. He's like he looks so happy to have. His
Chuck Mangione.
Yeah, it's like a Chuck Mangione. Yeah. You hear it in the distance though. And what that's going to do is that if you have the feet alert, which you do, upon waking up, it will not work for 12 hours because you'll be so irritated that you hear this trumpet in the distance.
I'm so alert. My alert doesn't work because I've been alert to goddamn Chuck Mangione smooth jazz trumpet for the past 12 hours.
So
this is what's happening.
He's like, I'm really sorry. Anyways, we'll work it out. We'll find the filing cabinet. Maybe you can come and destroy it. Maybe you have to fight a monster. I don't know. But we'll find it. We're on the job. Anyways, do you want to come play bingo sometime?
Maybe.
Okay.
When you stop cursing me.
All right. I'll see you later. And he vanishes.
Oh my God. Do you want to hear out of game? Do you want to hear a little Chuck Mangione fact?
Sure, go for it.
No, you really don't.
No.
Chuck Mangione grew up in my hometown of Rochester, New York.
Oh.
He's from my hometown, and that's about it. No, there's more, which you don't want to.
Would you like wake up in the middle? Is this like causing stress to you right now, or like, as a child, would you wake up and hear that in the distance? Is some trumpet?
Oh
playing?
Yeah. Oh God, no. We had the cassette tape, and my parents would play it in the car sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Because get this, okay,
8-track?
So no, thank Christ. Yeah, because that's 7 tracks too many. No, my I don't even want to talk about. So my dad was actually a lawyer. I guess still is. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I do know.
Sometime.
But yeah, I should. He's a nice guy. But when I was a kid, he actually did some work for Chuck Mangione. Like Chuck Mangione sued his record label for being douchebags. Hey, record label douchebags. Who knew? And so in our house, we had a picture of my dad with Chuck Mangione while Chuck Mangione was holding his trumpet.
Oh,
and
he carries it everywhere?
I don't know. Maybe my dad when he was backstage at a concert. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he sleeps with it. I don't know. Maybe he showers with his trumpet for all I know.
I would.
He's in his car. He had a little like child seat for the trumpet whenever he drove around. I don't know. I don't know the story behind that picture. But I want to track it down, and somewhere it's probably in a box, and it's just to torment him with it. So that's my Chuck Mangione has particularly upsetting implications.
Now you've come full circle.
God, I hope so.
Little did you know that this would happen in your life, that you would come full circle.
One day I would be cursed by a ghost horse in a fictional universe. Yeah, a fictional character in a fictional would be cursed by a ghost horse to hear a trumpet, which one can only be described as very much like Chuck Mangione.
Right, in the distance. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Nobody Google that, please. So we're moving on. Chuck Mangione.
Yeah.
Chuck Mangione is playing in Horkhauser. So Horkhauser is now going to lie in this pocket universe in a very lovely little starry sky next to a tiny chicken frog god who is grateful to have him, have him providing warmth. While I try to sleep to the distant sound of Chuck Mangione's "Feels So Good" playing over and over again.
And as you fall asleep, you swear you can hear Virago croak, the mushroom god, hum along.
Son of a bitch.
Oh yeah. So the next day, is there anything you want to do before you go on on your march back to the city?
Punch Chuck Mangione in the neck? Can I do that? No? All right. Moving on. I can't think of anything I would want to do. I mean, to prep myself. I mean, I'm walking back to my boss as an indentured servant. I'm walking back to the man I hate. I can't use my my alert feat anymore because of some smooth jazz trumpet. And what could I possibly want to do except curse the universe yet again and keep walking? No, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna get drunk. That's what I'm gonna do as I walk. That's my prep. Horkhauser is going to get drunk.
Okay, so the glade eventually vanishes the next morning, and you are left back on the road, and you are hoofing it back.
Mm-hmm.
As you're walking, you're about 18 miles out from the city at this point, getting a lot closer. Probably be there by nightfall.
Okay.
You suddenly get a message in your mind. Hey there, it's Loveless. How's it going, Horkhauser? Hey there. Anyways, looks like you had problems with the network.
I'm sorry, what?
You can reply to this message.
What? What is he saying? What?
It looks like you had problems with the network.
Oh, so do you. Your webcam's out. Oh, it's back. Oh, my God.
Back.
Okay, yeah. Problems with the network. Yes.
Very
okay.
strange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're back. Probably.
Yeah.
Can I communicate back with him, or is this
you
all
can
the
reply?
one way?
You can reply. Yes. 25 words or less.
Okay. All right. Would this be considered like inappropriate? I'm worried I'm going to say this. This is like a family audience here. So if I write back to him, eat a dog dick in hell, is that just wrong for me to say? I really apologize right now. No, I'm serious because that can upset.
You still got 19 words. You still got 19 words left.
Who eat dog?
We've just done it. Yeah. You got 19 words left on your reply message. I
feel bad if there's somebody out there who actually has that fetish. I want to shame them. I'm serious.
Right. Well, I mean, if it's not really like, if it's not his thing, it may be unfavorable to him.
I'm more worried about our chat room. I don't want to but yeah, I basically say that.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay.
He says, there's a pause and then, oh, Horkhauser. Anyways, I've sent someone to help bring you in.
Can I expect what kind of someone? ?
Okay. As you say that, you get a tap on your shoulder.
No.
And you turn around, and there is a huge mutton troll standing behind you.
Oh, God. Okay.
Now, the mutton trolls... Okay. There are several sentient species. Humans are one of them. Vital fawns are another. But one of the others is the mutton troll.
The mutton troll.
Yeah. A mutton troll is a somewhere between 6 to 8 foot tall, shaggy person that looks kind of like a Sweetums from the Muppets. If you look up Sweetums, the giant Muppet, they have huge bulging eyes. They're giant bear-like creatures. They're very friendly. They're known for their pacifism.
Do they talk like Sweetums? Because I actually really like Sweetums.
Yeah, Sweetums is great. Yeah, a lot of them have that kind of voice. Yeah. Somewhere between Totoro and Sweetums. They wear, but they wear armor. They are civilized people. Mm-hmm. They are born from sheep. That's so they're mutton trolls.
And they're not civilized people.
Yeah, well,
no, I'm joking.
Their parents, their parents are semi-sentient sheep.
Okay.
The mutton trolls themselves all mostly identify as male. They are not capable of reproduction on their own. They're family members. They usually protect their family members all their lives. Mm-hmm. This one in particular has 4 sheep on his back and a giant backpack, which you assume is his family. And
I'm glad it's his family and not his dinner. I'm going to be dead honest. I don't know enough about these people.
Oh, you should know about mutton trolls. They're everywhere. You met one you met one named Spobo, a masseuse mutton troll named Spobo when you were in the Mad Murder Maze.
I do remember Spobo. Spobo made me very uncomfortable.
Yeah. He gave you the bag of toasting though.
I love the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than a bag of holding in some ways.
Well, it can only hold toast.
I know, but
an infinite amount, and it keeps it warm.
Who doesn't love toast?
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of heartless bastard doesn't enjoy toast?
People see mutton trolls they're mostly merchants. They travel in hot air balloons that are huge. They carry their whole families around, and they basically sell the wool of their family members because the wool is magical and it keeps you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. And a lot of your clothing are made out of the mutton troll family members' wool. So, anyways, this mutton troll standing over you. He goes, "Hi.
Hi.
My name's Jeff. What's yours? Is it Horkhauser?"
Maybe.
All right. Yeah.
Anyways, hi, Jeff.
Hi. Put it there. And he puts out his hand to shake.
Hork tentatively reach a hand up, knowing full well he's probably going to shake my entire body.
Yeah. He's about 2.5 feet taller than you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is my family. He does not tell you their names. I would tell you their names, but they're too hard to pronounce.
Nice to meet you. You should be very proud of your son.
Anyway, my full name is is Fuff Ruff the Rough, Jeff Ruff, but you call me Jeff.
Nice to meet you, Jeff.
Loveless sent me.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that. Are we going back to Loveless?
Oh yeah, we're gonna go back because make sure you don't get eaten by stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, what are your hobbies?
I like not getting killed.
All right.
And drinking. And I used to be really good playing the broom ukulele. I grew up on a broom farm. Did you know that? I bet Loveless doesn't even know that because he does not care about me.
Well, I didn't ask. It's kind of my fault. I'm very sorry.
It's not your fault at all. I can tell you're a good-hearted person. So
I'm actually going to be your new teacher. I hope you don't mind.
Teacher of what?
Well, so anyways, I know you work for Loveless. I know you love the guy and everything, but we're afraid that we don't want you to feel like you have to put out more than you're doing, and we don't want you to get injured doing these rough jobs and stuff. So we were reviewing some of your work, and he's saying this to you as you guys are walking. You were reviewing some of your work, and we realized that you're not stealthy at all. In fact, you're like a big sausage rolling around in a sausage farm. I don't know what that means.
I'm pretty stealthy.
No. In fact, we're pretty sure you never check for traps or anything. You just sort of go onto a room.
I'm pretty sure.
We did some scrying on you. Just to run back some scenes. Doing some times. Anyways, well, we couldn't scry you when you were in the alternate dimensions. Ooh. Sorry. Anyways, saw a cat.
There's a cat nearby. That's my cat, Bruce. But hello, chat room. Yeah, Bruce the cat is here, and he's very upset about something, and I don't know what. So that's his problem. Anyway, moving on. Anyways, it's not his problem. I feel bad, but
we thought it would be a good idea if you learned not to be so loud. And I'm really quiet.
So you're going to teach me to not be loud?
Did you see me? Did you hear me walk up?
Come to think of it, I didn't.
That's stealth.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a rogue.
Whoa. That's scary. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
When he laughs, his mouth is like this big.
So. That's big. That's a big mouth. That's like 2 feet in opening easily. Yeah.
You're thankful though when you see the mouth open, you see that the incisors are rather small. So.
Oh, that's a relief. And they're herbivores, aren't they? Aren't the mutton?
They are mostly herbivores. They mostly eat vegetables and stuff.
Okay.
But they like potatoes a lot. But if they're forced to, if they have to, they will eat meat, but they usually avoid it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. Well, Horkhauser, I guess he realizes there's not much he can do. So let's, heading back to his horrible boss who's going to enslave him. Just keep him on this terrible job. Yeah. You know what, Jeff?
Yeah.
I've decided to like you.
Oh, good. That's good.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I like you. I can already tell that you're a decent person who always thinks of others first.
Yes. That's very perceptive of you.
Yeah.
Let's walk back to town, shall we?
Right. Oh, this came in the mail for you too, and he hands you a little ticket. It's from Melanie. It's a little letter from Melanie.
Oh, Melanie, who owns the dairy, who I saved. Actually, Melanie, who when Horkhauser was in college, Horkhauser had she was his girlfriend briefly, and then he got abducted into indentured servitude. Yeah, and then I think Horkhauser's probably been carrying something of a torch for her, and realizes that she has not been carrying a torch for him at all, because that's the sort of life Horkhauser leads. You know, me myself thinks Horkhauser should just get a clue, but that's I'm not Horkhauser.
So he hands you a sealed envelope.
Okay.
With a little wax seal on it. So.
Well, Horkhauser's gonna sort of like turn to the side, so like Sweetums here isn't gonna spy over his shoulder. I mean Jeff, and start to he's gonna open it up. Just is this good? Is this bad?
You open it up, and it's from Melanie. It says, dear Horkhauser, I feel bad that you went through so much to help me, and I wasn't able to really reciprocate. I know that the hag who is disguised as me had promised to pay off your entire indentured amount to Loveless, which I think is you still owe like 26,000 gold or something like that.
Oh, crap.
But I don't really have that kind of money, but I can give you this. And what it is, it's a lifetime membership in Melanie and Betty's Milk of the Month Club.
Really?
Yeah. Anyways,
so wait a minute. How much milk a month do I get from this?
Oh, the Milk of the Month Club lets you choose a milk of us that there's a catalog that comes apparently, and you get to choose which one you'll have one bottle of that month.
So, by choose what kind of milk you use, like cow's milk or sheep's milk or goat's milk or dragon's milk?
No, it's going to be mostly the cow that she is, there's only the one cow, Betty. But they do different things to it. Sometimes it's chocolate milk, vanilla milk, strawberry milk.
This is
how she's thinking. She's thinking you.
Yeah.
You saved her life. You saved her cow's life. You fought all those deadly gremlins.
And all she's doing is giving me, God, she makes thousands and thousands and thousands of bottles of milk a day, and she gives me one bottle of milk a month. This is what all that meant to her. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. This is Horkhauser's life.
You see, Jeff is peeking over your shoulder. Hey, that's pretty cool.
And I look up at Jeff. Horkhauser looks up and he goes, "Yeah, it's more milk than I had before. Free milk."
See? Pretty good. It's a good way of looking at it.
I get to choose which kind.
Yeah.
That's better than not choosing which kind of milk.
Yeah.
I guess. You know what? I'm gonna spend the whole rest of the walk back mulling over my milk choices.
Yep. As you walk back together to the sounds of somewhere in your head, the little horn going off, your milk letter gripped tightly in your fist, your new friend Jeff leading the way.
Yep.
Sometimes he vanishes on you and you're not sure where he went, and then he's like, "Oh, back! See, you didn't see that."
Stealthy.
Yeah.
Stealthy.
You eventually get into the city gates right around midnight. You go, I assume, back to your hotel that you stay at. I can't remember the name of it.
The flop house that is Horkhauser's.
Flop house, yeah.
Yeah, the weekly rate hotel that he barely can afford with the Loveless discount.
Yeah.
No, that's where I go. Is now, if I recall correctly, this hotel doesn't have a bar. No.
You got to go next door for the restaurant bar. Yeah.
We'll go next door.
Yeah.
Horkhauser is gonna have a few meads or whatever they have there before he goes back to bed. At least he doesn't have to see Loveless tonight.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, and this is the name of the hotel is the Fig and Thistle.
I'm sorry, what?
The fig and thistle.
The fig and thistle?
Yeah, the fig and thistle.
The fig and thistle?
The fig and thistle.
Fig and thistle?
Yeah.
Fig and thistle!
So that's where you go. Yeah,
okay.
Fig and thistle.
You know, brief aside, I know we only have about 30 minutes left in this broadcast.
Yeah.
At some point, I know you're going to have to look up the rules. You're going to have to look up the rules. And when you have to look up a rules, as I've said twice now, 3 times, I am going to bring out Gygax facts. Just so you know, I've got Gygax facts locked and loaded. I don't know what Gygax facts I'm going to tell. So someone in the chat room, even, if you want to know a particular fact about Gary Gygax or recount one of the stories from his life, I will do that. But it's now you're just pretending to look up rules. I know you're not. You're not serious.
You're writing me.
It's got to be real. I can't do it.
Grapple.
None of us can do it.
Grapple.
You're looking up grapple? Well, I'm not grappling now. I'm in a bar getting mead. Right. What do I have to grapple with? It's gonna happen though. When it happens,
grapple with life.
You know, Gygax facts will happen. And where I recount a fact from the life of creator of Dungeons and Dragons, Gary Gygax. So, if anyone wants to hear a particular story in the chat room, if you're like, oh, we know that story about the time Gary Gygax, got into a fist fight with the creator of Gamma World or whatever it was, like, just throw it out there because I've got an encyclopedic knowledge, and I know you do too, of everything about Gary Gygax.
Sure.
So. We're ready. We're locked and loaded on Gary Gygax facts. So, okay, it'll happen. It'll happen organically. So, wait. No, not yet. Not yet. It'll happen organically, though. Okay, so wake up. Horkhauser basically drinks himself to sleep, as often happens in his case.
Yeah.
And wakes up the next morning.
Right.
In the same shitty hotel.
Yeah, you basically are summoned to the university museum to see Lovelace in person, and then the university museum is a sprawling 250,000 square foot campus with a museum at the center. The museum is the Frog March Museum of Unforgivable Sciences.
I have a question.
Yeah,
I have a question about the university here.
Yeah.
Does Frog March University also have a division working on ways to forgive those sciences?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Okay.
But mostly the entire job of the museum is to empty itself out of items that shouldn't be there because they were all items that were captured by the Fey folk that used to live in the city thousands of years ago. And now they bring the wrath of whatever million mushroom gods, because there's a million mushroom gods like Virago Croak on this world. Yeah. And they all want their stuff back. So you are admitted into the foyer and then into Lovelace's office, and there's Lovelace sitting before his desk, wearing all red as usual. He is 4 feet tall, which is tall for a Mytophon.
How tall is he again?
4 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's tall for a Mytophon.
No, it isn't.
For them, yeah. And he has by his side as usual his viola, what he calls Vita Vambrazo, and he is just playing it just as you walked in, like he always is for some reason, and then he sets it down and says, Horkhauser, you lived. That's great. So anyways,
it is. Loveless, how are you?
Good. Before we debrief you, we need some of the stuff back we gave you. So first up, we need the first of all, good job. You saved the city.
I almost died. I almost died.
We feel bad about that. Anyways, we need the bag of tractor holding back because that's university property.
I like the bag of tractor holding.
I know, but it's not yours.
Yeah. Okay. The bag of tractor holding, by the way, side note, is a bag of holding that has inside of it actually a garage with 3 steampunk tractors of various kinds,
which you have used in combat against Jabberwockies.
I don't want.
We'll give you a regular bag of holding. Look, and he holds up a regular bag of holding. See, you throw your stuff in that. So empty all your junk out of this one, and then and hand it over. I mean, it's not like it's like, part of your legacy from like an ancient wizard or something.
Fine. We We hand over the bag of tractor holding. Fine.
Right.
Okay. Transfer my stuff as slowly as possible to make him annoyed.
All right.
One thing at a time. What about this? Oh, this is mine, right? This is mine.
Right.
Put it in the thing. Put it up. Oh, should I just keep this on all the time? No. You know what? No. Yeah, I'll put it in the new bag.
As you're doing that, he says, oh, by the way, did you meet Jeff yet? And then suddenly Jeff is standing next to you.
Oh!
Anyways, I thought it'd be good if we started your training today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What kind of training?
Like this, and he grapples you.
What do I have to do for grappling?
Gonna be your strength roll against his.
Can I use acrobatics or something?
Strength.
Can I use athletics or something?
Strength.
Can I use wisdom?
That's only if it's a debate.
Damn it. All right, fine, strength. And I'm going to use analog dice because I don't trust digital dice. That's not true. I'm just lazy. Ooh. And by the way, this podcast has a no lying about the dice rules a pledge. Can you see it? 17. I actually got a 17, which by the way,
wow.
Oh, look, I got a 20, but no, I actually got a 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, he got a 20. So he instantly grapples you.
No.
Let me find
I
this.
take damage.
All right, now you can do your Gygax. I'm looking up the grapple rules real quick.
Okay. Derek, I think it might be time for Gygax.
Marcus. It's Marcus.
Marcus. Derek's not there. Marcus, I've been drinking. Marcus, could we hear I think it might be time for Gygax facts, Marcus.
Gygax facts. It's time for facts about Gary Gygax. It is time for Gygax facts.
All right, Gygax facts. Okay, so I don't know how many of you know about the time that Gary Gygax actually wrestled Ernest Hemingway. Now, you're asking, like, didn't Ernest Hemingway die many years before Gary Gygax would have been a man of man age, right?
Yeah, but he's not going to stop him from wrestling a corpse.
Right. No, he didn't wrestle a corpse, but check this out. So Gary Gygax, at the height of TSR's, of D&D's popularity, took a trip down to Cuba, secretly, by the way, because that was not allowed. We had an embargo on Cuba. And he found the very bar where Hemingway drank. This is Gygax, by the way. And Gygax, as you know, takes no shit from no man. So Gary Gygax goes into the bar, and in the bar is a guy sitting. If you don't know about Hemingway's famous bar, there's a place where it's reserved for Hemingway. There's a man sitting in Hemingway's seat, and Gygax,
an alligator man.
Oh God, that would be great. But no, Gygax says to him, "Wait a minute, you're not Hemingway." And the guy says, "Yes, I am." And the bartender informs him, after 8 drinks, actually can channel the spirit of Ernest Hemingway. And Gygax said, well, I have to see this, because he's Gygax, right? Gygax lets no challenge go unanswered. Gygax lets no door go unopened.
This was a seance fight?
Yes, ish.
Wow.
Okay, so Gygax then pays for this man's 8 drinks. Okay, and Gygax, the whole time thinking it's bullshit, right? But it's Gygax, right? Gary Gygax will let know. So, okay, but he'll pay for it, right? He's got millions now. D&D is huge. He's Gygax. He has a dick the size of All Out stores that he can swing and just knock forests down.
What?
I apologize for the metaphor. It's a metaphor. So this guy he makes 8. This guy downs 8 Hemingway daiquiris, and at daiquiri 8, this guy's attitude just shifts. It's almost like he grows a spiritual beard. And he starts quoting, like, the old man in the sea. And Gygax is like, holy shit, this guy, the spirit of Hemingway is in this man. And he looks at Gygax and he says, well, who the hell are you, son? And Gygax says, well, I'm Gary Gygax. I've just made the coolest role-playing game in all time. And the future generations will hail my name. And he says, yeah, well, I'm Ernest fucking Hemingway. I wrote, The Old Man in the Sea. So I wrote Death in the Afternoon.
I found the thing I was looking for.
And what seance?
I found the thing I was looking for.
Oh. Well, we'll finish the story later. That's fine.
Derek,
just yeah, we'll finish it later. Anyway, so grappling. Yeah, what do I roll? 17.
Okay. Now, what do you want to do? You're being grappled. Do you want to ungrapple?
Oh. Yeah, I want to ungrapple.
Right? We got to roll again.
Oh, for crying out loud. 6. I rolled a 6. Once again.
Out this time. You shimmy out of his arms, his big hairy
6.
arms.
Okay.
Because he only rolled a 2.
Suck it, Mutton Troll.
Wait, was it a solid 6?
I don't know. It was
do you have any bonuses for your strength?
Oh, 2. It's an 8.
Okay, so you did beat him because he rolled a 2 and he has a +4. So.
Oh wow! Oh, that would have been like,
whoa! You got out. That's great. Whoa! See, you've got the stuff in you.
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so okay, I have the stuff. Are we training now? What's happening?
Yeah, come with me. And he grabs you by the arm and starts to drag you out the door.
All right. Okay. Great. We're training now. Okay.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Sure. So out we go.
You spend the next week training with Jeff. Or there's this on-campus gym where basically it's set up like one of those shows where people run around obstacles.
Whoa, Rikki, you. Okay.
What happened? Did I leave? Did I come back? Am I dead?
Oh, you froze for a second. I don't know if it was just me or if it was you.
Okay.
The internet is full of wonderful things. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that gladiator show. Like he takes you like one of those places like that gladiator show, and you're hiding behind for a week. You're like hiding behind foam mats while he comes out and throttles you, and that sort of thing. And every night, unfortunately, you're visited by your friend Clyde, who then gives you a fresh curse. Sometimes
Clyde, stop it.
Sometimes you have an upset stomach for a few hours. Sometimes you have your toenails start growing.
No.
He tries to keep it, there's only so many times he can just use the same because he's cursed to curse you. So he tries to give you the trumpet as many times as he can because that's
no. I'd rather have the upset stomach for 2 hours and listen to Clive. No, Clive.
Yeah. He's like, we're trying to find the filing cabinet.
Okay.
Anyways, we're gonna have bingo at 4 o'clock tomorrow. If you want to.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't want to join your bingo, Clyde.
He vanishes.
God.
So this goes on for about 2 weeks. And at the end of this, you're sort of black and blue, bruised, with Jeff in his largeness sneaking up on you, grappling you, ungrapple. You learning how to find traps, how to sneak yourself. So you get pretty good at sneaking up on Jeff. In fact, today is a day you see if you go to the next level of sneak. Basically, Jeff is asked you to come and meet him down at the training center.
Okay.
And you see that this time that things are set up a little bit differently. In fact, you haven't met at the training center itself. You're meeting at a courtyard near the training center.
Okay.
Which is a bit strange because you know that this courtyard is going to have a game of Patchers and Hatchers played today. Now, Patchers and Hatchers. Let me explain this to you real quick.
Patchers and Hatchers.
Patchers and Hatchers.
Quick shout out. Peter Atkinson is in the chat room. Peter Atkinson is a very cool man. Anyway, moving on. He created a cool dude. Wizards of the Coast. He's one of the wizards. There we go.
He has powers?
Yeah, he does. He does.
Nice.
He can summon stuff with his mind, and he can cast fireballs with his armpits. So just be cool about it. Anyway, so sorry, I'm in the go back.
Okay, I will read this brief description of Patchers and Hatchers, the one true sport of Frog March Greenport. I will change glasses.
Patchers and Hatchers. Okay.
Patchers and Hatchers. I will change glasses to my wife's close up.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, I can't see you. It's all blurry, but it's clear up here. Around 100 years ago, after humankind captured Frog March Greenport, it was discovered that the massive castle at the center of the city was haunted. In fact, Castle Frog March itself had an old Grovekin soul of its own called a Beauregard. A great maze they had thought was once built by the hobgoblins was actually a nest of walking, dreaming id that settled down and went to stone. After this revelation, it was decided that the maintenance of the castle and labyrinthine walls was a priority, and so a game called Patchers and Hatchers was made to encourage upkeep. In Patchers and Hatchers, 2 teams consisting of 13 players each set up on a patcher court around an area of road, wall, or other 78 by 27 foot patch of infrastructure, then proceed to score each other on who can magically mend the greatest area in the shortest amount of time. Now, there are 2 teams,
This is a
13,
scam.
of 13 people each.
Okay.
Each team consists of 3 patchers whose job it is to mend holes, 4 foremen who must protect their team's patchers, and 6 hatchers who attempt to get past the team's foreman to tackle and otherwise throttle and hamper the repair efforts.
What? So there are. It's 2 teams. One tries to patch this dilapidated castle.
Both teams are given areas to patch,
and the other team is but has to send people to try to stop them.
Yeah. So each team has a group of guys who are patching their holes in the city, doing road work. Then those guys are protected by a group, and then there's. Each team sends out a group of players to tackle and throttle and try to get to the patchers to stop them from patching.
Okay.
So you know that this area has been designated a Patchers and Hatcher area. There's still some stalls where
webcam.
People. Oh, yep. There goes again.
Whoa, he's back. Jesus.
No, he keeps doing that. It's very strange.
Yeah. Angry.
So you know that there are still some stalls that are shutting down. People are selling fruit and that sort of thing in this courtyard area. Okay. And this is going to be taken over for this game. And so you're looking at this, and then suddenly Jeff appears next to you. He goes, "Hey."
Hi, Jeff.
Anyways, so this is going to be your graduation.
What?
You got, huh?
I'm graduating from what? From sneak school? From rogue school?
Yeah. You'll be a real big rogue, or a little one. I'm a big one. You're a little one. Anyways, what I want you to do, there's going to be a Patchers and Hatchers game today, and what I want you to do is sneak in and steal one of the wands from either team for the Patchers.
That's it.
I'm
Patcher. Stealing one of the Hatchers' wands, one of the Patchers' wands
while they're playing the game.
What? Is there a snitch? Can I just grab the snitch and win? Which is a very poor design for a game, by the way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I just? Never mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Very poor design for a game. What happens if they catch me?
Oh, they probably beat you to a pulp. But we'll bail you out.
What do you when? Before or after I'm beaten to a pulp?
I mean, we'll help. Don't worry about it. Well, you're a rogue. You know how to protect yourself.
I don't, but okay. I don't think I have a choice.
You hear a whistle in the distance as the buildings that are up on high of the courtyard, people start to lean out of the buildings and watch this game. The players come from each side of the arena, what is now a designated arena. And the referee has come into the center to basically officiate this game, and you are standing on the edge.
Okay, I'm going to lurk on the wall. Has the game started yet?
It's about to.
Okay, where are the teams?
One is you are towards the court is shaped. So going to the right, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got 6 sides to it. It's shaped sort of like a little house. I forget what that sort of shape is called.
House shapes.
Yeah, and one of the Patcher teams is on one side of this area, and the other is on the other. It's about 78 feet long by anyways, it's a large space. And as you're examining this, you hear the whistle blow, and the teams go at it. And what you see is a group of guys on each side, with mending wands, these special professional mending wands, trying to patch areas of asphalt, or in this case, I guess it would be brick, since this is the top of a maze.
Right.
While a bunch of other big guys with bats are trying to battle their way through guys with shields to get at the guys who are desperately trying to mend these things before they get the tar kicked out of them.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to do.
Right.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to look around this place. Is there anything like is there any like a bucket of water? Is there fruit? Is there anything like I want to adopt
the stalls
attitude.
The stalls have closed, but the people still have like some of their items like within view around the stalls.
Okay. Are they wearing uniforms? Are the other team wearing uniforms?
Yes. One team is wearing orange colored uniforms with stripes, and the other one is wearing a blue colored uniform with polka dots.
Okay. I don't think my idea of maybe coming up with to wear a fake uniform is really going to play out. But I'm going to look through my bag of toasting. Okay, can of snakes. Okay. I've got from a previous adventure, I do have fake poop.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah,
I do have fake poop from a previous.
And you see, I wrote a note in there for you about the fake poop.
Oh, did you? If we should put this in the inventory. Or maybe we should put this online. No, there's no note here under the fake poop.
Oh, I should be a note that says nice texture.
Oh, it says, yeah, there is.
Yeah.
It says good texture. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Thank you for doing that. Yeah. Oh, that's good. You know, everyone loves a good textured fake poop.
Sure, yeah.
Everyone loves a good textured real poop. If we're gonna extend that. Okay. So, all right. Here's how it's gonna go down. See. Okay. So,
you look up and you see like the one team is the polka dots are just beating the crap out of the defenders right now. And the polka dots team is getting farther with mending because no one's gotten to them as quickly.
All right. I'm gonna grab. Is there like a bucket of water? Is there a bucket of food, apples, anything like that?
Yes, both. There by a well that's nearby. There's a bucket of water, and by
grab a bucket of water,
stalls, and there's some apples.
Is there like a ladle or a cup with something with the water? You know, this is medieval times. You know, nothing has to be sanitary.
It's sort of steampunky times. So there is the bucket of water is a little less than that. There's not a ladle, but there is a bucket, and it looks like
all right. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Or something.
All right, Horkhauser is gonna grab this bucket of water. Okay, he's gonna run up to the polka dot team, who's not, and he's gonna say, water boy, you need water? Anyone need water? Water boy, anyone need water? Anyone need water? Anybody? And he goes to the particularly tired looking one, and he goes, water, mister? You need some water?
Which, are you going to one of the patchers, which is the guys patching?
With the wands? Yes, the guys with the wands. Yes.
And you're going up to which team?
The polka dots who are not getting the shit beat out of them right now.
Okay. So one of the ones, there's three of them. And one of them is actually it's three. Let me see, it's 3 or 4. Sorry, 1 second. 4. No, 3. Yeah, 3 patchers. So there's the 3 patchers are desperate, like, they're doing like 1 square foot at a time, like, and the one you talk to is like looks up for a second, goes, what are you doing here? What's going on?
Water. The coach sent me. No, can't get exhaused while you do this.
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh geez. Of course, charisma is my dump stat. But it's only minus. It could be worse. Persuasion roll. All right, here we go. Oh dear, a 4. Well, it's a 5 minus 1, which would, where's the 5? Which would give me a 4.
He shouts over to one of the guys with the clubs. He's like, "Get this guy out of here! We got a regular on the court."
No. Okay. So I immediately, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump on the guy and go, you need water! And just like throw the bucket on him and start to grapple him and roll him on the ground with the idea that I'm going to try to sleight of hand the wand away from him while this is happening.
Okay.
As I see these 2 giant, like burly guys closing in.
Okay,
first, you need water!
As this involves a jump tackle, I want you to roll dexterity this time for the grapple.
Okay. Oh, I am rolling just like a goddamn champ today. 8 plus 3 is 11.
Okay, he rolled a 5 total. So he's so startled by what's going on here that you take him by surprise, and you leap on him and take him to the ground. Now I need you to roll for a sleight of hand to see if you get that wand out of his hand.
All right, I got a +3 on sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Oh. 19 plus 3 is 20, 22. I can math.
Okay,
yeah.
you do get the wand out of his hand. He doesn't know what, because he's like, oh, and the other guys, his friends are like, what is going on? And they're calling the their guards over, the foreman.
Okay.
Or those guys with the shields, to come help them, because this bystanders come out of nowhere. You hear people shouting from up on top, from high, to do something, because this streaker has basically come running through their game.
Yes. What are you guys talking about? What?
You now see 4 guys with shields, and literally the rest of the teams have stopped now too, and they see you, and they're all angry that this has happened because you have stopped their game. And so you now have about 7 guys running towards you.
Do I need to roll initiative?
I'll give you a chance to run.
Is this a good moment for, say, a cliffhanger? Marcus, Is this a good time for a cliffhanger, Marcus? It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good.
Marcus knows. Well, I know we need to clear out to get on for the next folks. And just as Horkhauser is about to have the crap beaten out of him by, is it 4 or 7 angry men at this point?
12 angry men.
12. It's not 12.
Oh,
is it?
That's 12. A movie. It's like play.
They're jurors. Horkhauser could take a room of 12 jurors. We want to thank everybody for who tuned in for One Man Murder Maze. We'll be rebroadcasting this soon on the One Man Murder Maze channel, probably sometime before the next episode. We want to thank Gen Con and of course Marcus Mays in the booth.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yes, and Derek Gooder, who set all this up. For hosting us, and our channel is twitch.tv/One Man Murder Maze. You can do onemanmurdermaze.com. There's some lore info if you want to download, I think, the Wand of Too Many Pigs, which has not shown up yet. And also, if you'd care to tip us for Maze Maintenance, it is paypal.me/One Man Murder Maze. All donations go to Maze Maintenance. And before we check out, which we'll be checking out shortly, what else do we need to say? Do we need to promote anything, Rikki? I'm sort of.
You could go to my Twitter, which is Rikki Simons on Twitter. You can go to the One Man Murder Maze website, onemanmurdermaze.com, and you should shake hands with a good friend.
Shake hands with a good friend. And I'm Eric Trueheart on Twitter. We will try to keep you all up to date with One Man Murder Maze facts, but we will be rebroadcasting this before the brand new episode, same time, same
YouTube
place.
Also
YouTube. We also have a YouTube channel, and you can get our audio podcast on Apple and Stitcher. Just search for onemanmurdermaze.com. Rikki, do you have anything you want to promote before we walk away from these wonderful people?
I just can't wait to see Horkhauser get his ass kicked.
Hey, thanks. But I'm going to promote things on Rikki's behalf. If you love Rikki's work on Invader Zim, go to rikkisimons.com, where he's got some wonderful GUR merchandise and also his own.
Oh, go to tabbycat.com.
Tabbycat.com? All right, I'm wrong.
TAV as in Victor, ICAT.
Yeah. Invader, TAVICAT. If you are an Invader Zim fan, I've written a book called the medium-sized book of Zim scripts. You can find a link and a discount code to buy it on BookBaby if you go to erictrueheart.com. And that's it. I got nothing else to promote. I'm just happy to be here.
All right, let's leave now.
Leave now. Quick, Derek, roll the closing credits.
Oh, it's Marcus. You're drunk.
I'm so wrong. Oh, my God, drunk. Derek. He'll never forgive me. He's not even going to roll the credits. It's going to be awkward. We're just going to sit here. Oh, Marcus.
Yeah, it's coming.
I'm so sorry. I had it. It's coming. Damn it. Could this be more awkward?
This has been One Man Murder Maze with Rikki Simons and Eric Trueheart. If you enjoyed the show, hey, please tip your Maze Masters for Maze Maintenance at paypal.me/OneManMurderMaze. Our audio podcast is available on Apple and Stitcher. Our videos are on twitch.tv/OneManMurderMaze and also on YouTube. Just search for One Man Murder Maze. Our website is guess onemanmurdermaze.com.